Yes, HR can become obsolete if you let it. However, if you want to grow and scale your business, you have to invest in those professionals and those key members of your business that will prove to be vital to the success of your business, driving it to scale. Hey guys, Dustin here, and I find people fascinating. I mean, we've been able to land people on the moon.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
I mean, we've stretched the limits and the capabilities of the human physique through sports and athletics and everything.
Looking, Gary Curry, McSorley, to Gretzky! Scores! He did it! He did it! The greatest goal scorer in National Hockey League!
I mean, I love to really kind of dig into how people think and how they interact and engage with each other. And so it really shouldn't be a surprise that I find human resources and HR and how they interact and engage with an organization just fascinating, frankly. And it shouldn't also be a surprise that when I see a headline like this that, my attention is piqued, that I want to dig into it and really see, is this true? I mean, could HR really become obsolete in 2021? And we're going to talk about that today, and really about why business leaders and owners should focus on this and the devastating effects that it could have on their business if they don't. So let's set the stage. I mean, we know that AI and automation and technology and outsourcing does have the potential of eliminating some jobs in the marketplace, and primarily those who rely, heavily on administrative or redundant tasks. I mean, we know that for many HR people, I'll speak for myself here, my perception of HR in the past was that's where I go if one of my team members or one of my employees got in trouble and then needed the company, counseling for them, or if I had questions about paid time off or what my pay was or some discrepancies there. And I think that's a lot of the perception of HR. And that's just, we know that's not the case of what they do. But again, I think when we look at this article on a surface level, maybe there's some truth to it. I mean, maybe they will become obsolete. When we dig deeper into the article, about a quarter of the HR professionals surveyed in this article, they feel like their job will become irrelevant in the next 12 months. I think it's about another 43% feel that their job will be irrelevant in the next 3 years, and over half think that in about 5 years. And so there is some fear in HR professionals that their job is quickly being outsourced or automated through technology and these type of things. And the real reason why is about 56% of HR professionals feel that they are not being trained or upskilled in their roles. And I feel like this is something that business leaders need to address. And so the question kind of needs to be answered. I mean, is training and development really that important? When you look at this report, what they find is that there is a 68% find that they are feeling additional pressure to either upskill or reskill. 46% said that they will actually leave their current role, their current job, if their company does not essentially allow them to be trained. About 42% of the HR professionals surveyed here actually said that they take longer to do their work. I mean, it's taking longer to complete the tasks that they have done for years now. And in fact, about 18% said they're actually now producing a lower level of quality of work. And so, yes, I think there is some reasons to look into this and why business leaders should really invest in training and development. And while some of these results are frankly kind of shocking, I feel like we really shouldn't be surprised by these numbers. I mean, there was a recent Gallup poll, I think it was last year, that actually stated that 53% of the workforce, they remain in what they called engagement purgatory. According to the report, they said that they may be generally satisfied, but are not cognitively and emotionally connected to their work and workplace. They will usually show up and work to do the minimum required, but will quickly leave their company for a slightly better offer. So now the obvious question comes, well, isn't this expensive? I mean, how much does this cost? If I'm a business owner, what's the ROI for this? Well, actually, it could be quite drastic. I mean, the ROI could be quite significant. I mean, the Josh Bersin Academy actually surveyed over 4,000 HR professionals and business leaders and so forth. And here's some of the stats that it found. They found that when looking at revenue growth, those companies that had world-class HR departments and groups and divisions, they're actually 4.5 times more likely to be called significantly outperformers in their market, 1.5 times more likely to be outperformers in their market. And those companies who were either fair or call it, poor maybe, they were never market leaders in revenue growth for their segment in their market. When it came to profitability, again, those companies that had a world-class HR, group and department, again, they were 5.5 times more likely to be significant outperformers and about 2 times more likely to be just outperformers in their segment. Now, again, we go back to the poor and or the fair, call it, group of HR professionals in those businesses. Again, never market leaders within their segment. Regarding driving innovation in their market space, again, those world-class HR groups, 6 times more likely to be significantly outperformers and significantly more innovative than their competitors in their market space, 1.8 times more likely to be more innovative than their competition. And again, probably surprise you, but those with fair or poor HR departments, never a leader in their market space. Again, so there's profitability, there's revenue growth, there's innovation. I mean, all these things, when you kind of correlate down to one of the driving forces, HR plays a vital role. I think the other aspect here is when you talk about diversity, equity, and inclusion, again, those companies with a strong HR presence and HR department and HR professionals working in that business, when you talk about that DE&I or just even retention, I mean, those with the strong HR department, about 4.5 times more likely for their employees to have a strong sense of belonging to the business. I mean, the vision and the values and the goals set forward, they are more likely to be tied in and driving that business forward. 3.3 times more likely to be engaged and actually retain those key employees, and about 2.8 times more likely to be seen as a DEI leader among their industry competitors. And again, to really quote Josh Burson here, the bottom line is this, and it's very simple. In today's competitive and highly disruptive labor market, companies must invest in the capabilities of HR. And that doesn't just mean hiring a lot of people. It means training, upskilling, providing job rotation, mentorship, and alignment programs for every single HR professional. I mean, let's wrap this up. I mean, there seems to be this disconnect, right? I mean, on the one hand, you've got, technology and automation and all those type of things are really going to make HR obsolete. But on the other side, you have this strong business analytical case that if you let HR become obsolete, you're going to lose out on a lot of ROI that the business could be capturing by simply investing in the HR professionals in their business. To quote Alan Jones, the CEO of Bambi, he stated this, and I love this quote. The way I look at it is this: COVID acted as a giant year-long Super Bowl ad about how businesses need HR. So my thought is this: will HR become obsolete in 2021? That really depends upon you, the business leader, the business owner. I mean, if you allow HR to become obsolete and you decide to outsource and use all these different fantastic things out there, that's great, that's awesome. But one thing you're going to miss out on is a strong business case for why HR can drive your business forward and not just be a sunk cost, which I think most of us think HR is, but really be a true profit center and driver for your business moving forward, not just in 2021, but the next 3, 4, 5 years, 10 years down the road. And so, yes, HR can become obsolete if you let it. However, if you want to grow and scale your business, you have to invest in those professionals and those key members of your business that will prove to be vital to the success of your business, driving it to scale. And so what do you guys think? I mean, do you really feel that this is something worth investing in and digging deeper into? Do you think HR will become obsolete? I'd love to hear what you guys think down in the comments. And as always, like, subscribe. Love to connect you down below, but also on LinkedIn, wherever else you may find me. But be awesome. Talk to you soon.